Utah. All right, guys, welcome everybody to Diamond Zone, July 5th. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. I feel like I've been on constant holiday with this company. It's crazy. It's crazy. You're going to all these luxury resorts, and then you fall into 4th of July weekend, and you're making money. It's a pretty good lifestyle. So I don't know if this is going to extend through this weekend, or does everybody go back to work today? I don't know. All I know is this. We are focused. The new pay cycle starts today. So obviously we want everybody to keep the momentum going. You know, there's a saying in this industry that the people that do very well work through the month. They don't stop, regroup, then all of a sudden they put the pedal to the metal 2 weeks into the month. You work through the month. And, you know, this is the mentality people have to have, especially when you're getting your business off the ground, and which everybody on this call is. You know, we all want to create momentum. And I'm gonna take a little bit of time today to really share with you how we do create momentum and how to have the mentality, an attractive mentality to get people to want what you have. So as everybody knows, we have our income disclosure notice. We want to make sure a lot of people now are doing their own webinars. They're doing their own launch calls, which is great. Please make sure you are showing this and reading this income disclosure, because this is a protection for all of us. Okay, so a couple of things to go over with you before we get started. You know, we have a couple of events. First of all, tonight is our opportunity presentation. Please make sure you note that, 6 o'clock, jlworldglobal.com. Those happen every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at jlworldglobal.com. So we are really starting to highlight some of our leaders. So we will be rotating different people into those different calls. And I will always be doing the Sunday night call, Sunday night. But every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, guys, please promote those calls. All right. New pay cycle, got that. Today at 10 o'clock, guys, it is the first corporate update call with Taylor Worry. Corporate update call at 10 o'clock with Taylor Worry. Love, love, love this guy as far as the communication with the field and corporate. So please make sure you attend that. My understanding is those will be recorded, so you could go back later and also listen. All right, two events, guys, we want to promote. The OC World Global Network Experience in Southern California, Saturday, July 22nd, 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock at the Hilton Costa Mesa. This is right down the street from South Coast Plaza, right off the 405. Anybody within a 500-mile radius. I know we got people coming in from Arizona, from Las Vegas, from Salt Lake City. So please make sure, guys, there's 500 available tickets. It's $20 early bird, $25 at the door. All day training, different segments of how to build your business. And we will also be doing a segment on social media, how to take advantage of social media, because I know a lot of people, that's foreign. And in this type of business, when you are doing a lot of things through computer and online, social media is key. So we're going to be covering 7 different segments on how to build your business. So if you are in the area, please make sure you get your tickets. That's going to be a great event. We are teaming up with Tuan and Vaughn, presidents, grand presidents, and Christina Torres and Lisa and I. So this is going to be a great event. So that is Saturday, July 22nd. Okay, along with that, we are going to be in Minnesota. Will it be available online? I don't think so. If it will be, I don't think. Well, I'll check into that, but I don't think so. Okay, so we will also be in Minnesota. What does this say? Where am I going to be? Here we go. Hang on. Okay, so DoubleTree by Hilton. Okay, private business overview, Saturday, August 5th from 10 to 6. Okay, I don't know why I said private business overview. Okay, it's a Super Saturday is what it is. Super Saturday, just like we're doing in Southern California, 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock at the DoubleTree. Thursday, we're going to be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday will be a business opportunity presentation from 7 to 9. So guests are free always at all events. Guests are free at all events. Thursday's $10 at the door, and Saturday is $20 in advance and $25 at the door. So that's where you can go. If you are in the Minnesota, I know we got people coming in from Chicago, Wisconsin, and the surrounding areas. So please make sure. We are also teaming up with Tanya, who's also a president. We got Diamond, Shaylisa, and Tim coming. And of course, our hosts, Christy and Jeff Brown. So guys, I believe this is going to be a great big event for the Midwest. So if you have people in that area, please make sure they know all about this. We are also going to Florida, and that will be August 10th through 12th. Where we're going to be, don't know, but save the dates. We are solidifying the hotels today or tomorrow, and we'll give you that notice. But for sure, we will be in Florida from August 10th through 12th. So that is what is going on. A lot of great events. Guys, we have a mentality, a 90-day run to really, really do what we have to do to build all of our businesses. We got a lot of momentum everywhere. I mean, don't be don't be shocked if we're going into Nigeria, Portugal, Brazil, Italy. We have a lot of momentum with a lot of the people out there, and that's a testament to what you guys are doing in the field. And you know, if you really look at how we build the business, guys, when you sponsor people into the business, you know my mentality. You want to find out very quickly what you got. And every time you sponsor a new person, they open up new doors for you because people know people everywhere. And a lot of the people that we're working with, yes, we personally sponsored them, but when they open up their contact base, it's amazing how much penetration and traction you could get around the world. That's why you never, ever, ever take your eyes off the recruiting ball. So what I want to talk about today is really how to launch your business and the mentality you have to have. Now remember, this is Diamond Zone, and we train on different topics every day. Whatever you want to do for your business, you can do. So I don't want to blow people out. I'm just going to tell you what people do who want to make $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month and more, because there's a specific plan. But if you just want to work this business every once in a while, that's up to you. Because I had some people come back and say, wow, you guys are too intense for me. This is not something we're telling you have to do. We're telling you this is what people that are on stage do to launch their business. And, you know, with all these different areas that are popping up, I do want to address one thing here. No matter what industry I have been in, and I've trained on this a lot, it just seems like a lot of people believe their people are different. Their market is different, right? The people in this part of the world are different than this part of the world. My people, I love this one. Whenever a conversation starts, my people need to see the product before they get involved. It has nothing to do with their people. You know what it has to do with? The person. It's never the people. That person's not comfortable yet. That person has no belief yet. Believe me, everybody coming across that stage, okay, has built a business based on belief, based on vision. I've yet to demonstrate the product. I'm telling you. So when people start to say my people are different, nobody's different. 2-minute, 5-minute webinar. 2-minute, 5-minute webinar. And I know some of you will be disagreeing with me, and that's okay. That's going to be part of your journey. And every time I was told something, when I first got involved in this industry, I questioned it. And it's amazing how that held me back. And the reason I questioned everything is because I had no belief. Jeff, just here's what they used to tell me. The more you give away, Jeff, the more money you make. See, we came from a nutritional supplement company. Their marketing plan was to sample it. And we used to give away 2 weeks of product. That 2 weeks of product cost us $100. So just think about this. The concept was the more $100 worth of product you give out, the more money you make. You talk about questioning a system. I said, that'll never work. Even though my wife was doing it consistently and she was making money. But I kept thinking to myself, well, wait a minute. If this product is so good, why don't you, the company, provide me the product to give away? See my mentality? And they said, that's not the business plan. So I questioned it. And I questioned it and I questioned it. And I said, my people are different. I'm dealing with a different caliber of person because it's corporate America. And so everything that they told me to do, I never did. But see, understand, that was my journey. And I'm going to give everybody here the best piece of advice. Whoever is your upline, whoever sponsored you into the business, or I should say your plugged in upline, they never want to give you wrong advice. That would be a pretty dumb decision, right? That'd be a dumb business plan. Let's bring everybody in and let's make sure we're telling them things that won't work. The day you buy into the system and just start doing some very simple things is the day your business starts to grow. And the day you stop caring what other people think is the day your business starts to grow. And I know this, I'm speaking from experience, guys. You've heard my story 1,000 times. 2 years I questioned, right? I second guessed. I never just bought into it. And the day I started doing that, that was just part of my journey. I will never trade it, but how many people would last 2 years without getting results? Everybody on this call, okay, whatever you hear from your plugged in upline will work. And you're not going to hear anything different. That's the beauty. Everybody's preaching the same thing. 2-minute, 5-minute information decision. 2-minute, 5-minute information decision. That's it. So it doesn't say, okay, get the product first. It doesn't say demonstrate the product second. It doesn't say understand how the product works third. Then the 2-minute video, right? Then a presentation, then understanding the compensation plan. That's the other thing I hear. I need the compensation plan. My people need the compensation plan. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's you. You got to get that out of your way. And once that happens, and I'm speaking from my heart, guys, because I know a lot of you want this. But you can't also, if you're sponsoring somebody that's also telling you the same thing, You got to set them straight. I had banter last night at 10 o'clock with somebody. My people, same thing. I said, that is not what people who are building a business are concerned about. Because I want to make sure I'm the right person giving the leadership advice to my people. So having said that, I think everybody could relate to that, right? At some point in your journey. So how to launch your business. Now, we always talk about 20 people in 30 days, guys. And I'm telling you, this is how you get traction. This is how you get traction. And I use the analogy, and you guys know my analogies by now, right? When I worked for the health clubs, I would tell people your first 30 days is very crucial. And it's amazing. It's amazing, almost identical when I first saw this training, because we used to train. When you join a health club and you need to change, you got to make it 20 times in 30 days. You got to walk into the club 20 times in your first 30 days. Because we got to change your hypnotic rhythm. We got to change what you're used to doing. We got to create a habit. And then when I first saw this training, 20 people in 30 days, you know why it's so important? It gets traction. This is how you create momentum in your business. So when you look at this, why do you need to focus on this strategy? What would it be worth to you over time? Key point here, time. Are you doing this for the next 30 days? Are you doing this to change your financial situation just for 6 months? Or are you doing this to really change your situation into the future? So what would it be worth to you over time? How do you do it? Okay, and the myths of network marketing, guys. Well, I'm not going to quit. Slow and steady will win the race. No. Consistency and working your plan with urgency wins the race. Not slow and steady. You never get momentum with slow and steady. Tortoise and the hare. We all know the analogy, right? If you want to get your plane right off the ground, you got to have full throttle. Same thing here with your business. And just not quitting is not enough. There's different skills, okay, attached to getting people momentum. And here's the good news. Ready? Everybody on this call has the skill set necessary. The skill set necessary, number one, is you made a decision. Now you have to make that decision at some point to really start doing it, to really committing and burning the boats to do whatever it is you want to do. And you must take consistent action. Not just 1 day, 2 days, it's consistent action. Okay, so here's the deal. Excuse me. Most successful network marketing leaders that you have seen on stage or people that you know in the industry, they had an intense and focused 30-day recruitment plan. I call it your board of directors, right? The people that are going to lead your army into building your consumer base. But it only happens if you have consistent, intense action for the duration of the 30-day plan. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. Typical recruits, typical results is 20 people during this 30-day period. Now, understand something. If you go all out, or as I said in Disrupt, all in, and you don't get 20 people, are you a failure? Are you kidding? What if you just got 12? What if you got 15? You're going to get traction. but it's really making an intense focus to do it. Okay, now here's what happens. When you do this, you get better results because the retention sticks. So if you bring in one person every other month, it's hard to get traction. But when you put 12 to 20 people in a month, it allows for failure. You follow me? It allows for people to fall through the funnel so you could find the serious ones. But if you never put a bunch of people in at the same time, in a 30-day period, it's hard to get consistency. That's just what it is. Okay, now, what would it be worth to you if you recruited 12 to 20 people in 30 days? Let's just use 20. Okay, this is what it means to you when you understand your comp plan. Fast start bonuses, dual team. Okay, let's talk about dual team. You're creating momentum within your dual team. Check matching, because these 20 people are personally recruits, personal recruits. Other bonuses, advancing your rank, be an example for your team, right? The pack is being determined by who? The leader of the pack. They set the pace in energy and excitement and work ethic. And of course, reputation and prestige. Because guys, when you hit the diamond level, I'm telling you, things change. You're being marketed. And that's the key to this business. Okay, it's for you to have a rank that you can then teach other people how to do it. It's amazing what happens. We got to put this one on here. Belief. There's something to be said when you go all in and you make that commitment, regardless of your results. You did it to do it. I'm not married to my results, but when you go all in, it's amazing what happens. So remember this, success loves speed. If you bring in 20 people within 30 days, here's what normally happens. 12 of the 20 will do something. You know what our something is? It's usually getting their first 2. 8 of the 20 will look like leaders within 90 days. See, it's allowing to sift through to find the serious people because you put enough people in at the same time. So now I have 8 people that maybe want to also do 20 people in 30 days. In 12 months, out of those initial people, 4 will remain and provide, this is key, 90% of your income. It's not about mass recruiting. It's about getting enough people, right, to create the momentum. 4 will remain, and 2 major leaders will remain after 5 years. These aren't just made up numbers. Most of the money we made, okay, in our other company was basically off 5 business lines. 5. We sponsored 167. I'm talking about our other company. 167, right? We had 5 working business legs that provided a 7-figure income. So 2 major leaders will remain after 5 years. And 1 of those people will do more than half your volume. Pretty crazy, right? So would you work, just ask yourself this question. If you really bought into this, would you work your business hard once you pick your 30-day period to get this momentum moving? Oh, sure, Jeff, I would. Well, we're going to show you how to do it. Okay? Recruiting 20 people in 30 days, okay, is way more valuable than recruiting 20 in 12 months. Because what happens is, guys, the results go down because you don't have a lot of people in the funnel. And I want to reverse engineer this slide. You got to have 300 to 500 people on your list. when you're making this business plan. You got to have 300 to 500. And everybody, if you search for the names, right, all the different ways in which we do it. If you just take your, I've shown this before, right? If you just take your cell phone address book, let me just show you mine. Okay, contacts, right? Look at this. Are you looking? You still looking? You're still looking. Look at, I think I'm on C's now. Yeah, I'm on D. Okay. Understand, there's easy 800 people right there. Then I got Facebook friends. Then I got people I used to work with. Then I got my family and friends. Then you got LinkedIn. You got all these different things. You got to come with a list. Right? It's a plan. Have my list first. Now watch. With no plan, if I have 500 people on my list, how many calls do you need to make? How many texts do you need to send out? How many emails? 300. How many appointments out of the 300? People that watch the 2-minute video, they show interest. 125. How many presentations do you need to do? Out of the 125, 100 want more information. And out of that, with no plan, 2 out of 10. 20%. Is it the 2 out of 10 or the 500 that most people fail on? It's the 500. If you run the numbers, you're going to have a closing percentage. You just might not like your closing percentage. Well, you got to have a percentage to close. So you have to have enough people to warrant a percentage. Does that make a sense? Does that not make a sense? Where did that come from? Okay, I guess that's my dad. Did that not make a sense? Okay, if you only talk to 3 people, you can't run percentages. You follow me? It's hard. But if you have a plan, look at, I don't need 500. I have 300 people. 150, 90 appointments, 60 to 70 presentations, 3 out of 4, 40%, 30 to 40% join. Why? Because there's urgency. There's urgency because you're putting 300 people in a one-time period, 30 days, versus 500 people over a year. You can't, it's hard to get traction, guys. That's what I'm talking about. So do you understand the deal? Okay, it's massive action in the beginning. So here's the key. Ready? What's your story? Have it planned out. Because when you start talking to people, guys, I can't stress this enough. Lisa and I combined must tell our story no less than 20 times a day. 20 times a day. Because people want to know why you're doing this. You got to have this down. We've been industry leaders for 24 years. We were with the company for 16 total years. We were their #1 income earners. And 7 months ago, you guys could pantomime my story. And 7 months ago, I wasn't even looking. But I received a text message. And after watching a 2-minute video, I said, this is different. Okay, you have to have a story. That's mine. After working in corporate America for 15 years, John, okay, I looked at my situation. I go, I got to make a change. I got this 2-minute video. And I was intrigued because the person I'm working with, they told me there's nobody doing wearable technology. I've identified this as something big. You got to have your story, guys. And then once you have your story down, because we could train on 6 hours on just your story, but you just got to write it out. And you heard it thousands of times, no matter what speaker you hear from. What do they always say? What's your why? That's the story. It's got to be heartfelt. You got to come from a place of, listen, here's my situation. See, when you bring your guard down, it brings their guard down. Tell the real story. Be transparent. This betters your chances to get people to see what you see. Here's the most important point. Pick your 30-day window. You got to pick it. Is it this pay cycle? Okay, 30-day window. All out massive action. Execute game plan and tracking results. This is what a lot of people won't do. A lot of people will get their story down. They'll get their lists, but executing is difficult. You know why? Because you're married to the no's. You don't want to hear the no's. You're not married to the response. You're married to the action. That's it. No one likes exercising. They like the results from exercising. We used to take people through circuit training. It's a series of 12 machines. Each machine represents a different body part. And I would take people on. It was 30 seconds on, get as many reps as you can, 15 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. And they would go through those 12 machines 3 times, 3 rotations. And they hated every second of it. By the time they were done and they took their shower, they were so excited that they did it. But going through it was painful. Until what? Until you got comfortable. Then it became uncomfortable not to do it every day. That's what happens here. In the beginning, you look at the phone, you've been on the damn phone since you're 2 years old. Now the phone looks like, I don't know what, your enemy. Because you're using your phone, right? You're using your phone to build your business. It's amazing. We talk to people every day about nothing, but now that we have a specific plan and a specific conversation, we don't want to pick up the phone. You know why? I don't want to hear the no. So let's just talk about this. You're going to hear the no. But here's what you have to remember. They're not saying no to you. They're not saying no to you. They're saying no to themselves because they know themselves. It doesn't matter. You're just married to the execution. I got to get through my list. That's it. My job is to get through the list. And I got to track my results because the money's in the follow-up. So there's lots of different moving parts here. Be excited. No one wants to get involved with somebody who doesn't believe. It doesn't matter. It's just going out there and doing it. You got to have fun, guys. You know how you have fun? Don't take yourself so seriously. You're going to screw up. You're going to say the wrong thing. It doesn't matter. Let me help you with this. No one cares. No one cares. You know what I want people to think about when they think about Jeff and Lisa? They're on a mission. They believe. Makes no difference if you say yes or no. I'm on a mission. And I'm excited about my mission. I'm excited about my journey. Are you? This is the switch you got to make. You got to believe within your gut. This is it. Well, Jeff, I haven't had results yet. Then buy into our belief. All the people on this call, what is there, 107 people? Do you all believe I believe? Does anybody doubt I believe? Then borrow my belief. Share my story. Share your upline story. Get somebody else on the phone that does believe bigger. This is how you get traction. Then you start to see a little bit results, right? The person that does the circuit training for 1 week and they lose 3 pounds. Oh my God, this is working. Well, if they didn't come in for 6 days out of the first 7, they wouldn't have lost 3 pounds. Well, if you didn't make your first 50 calls, you didn't book your first 10 appointments. And if you didn't book your first 10 appointments, you didn't get your first person in or your first 2 people in. So it all is about what? You want the results first without doing the work. Good luck with that. That's why people look for shortcuts, right? The fast diet plan, right? The magic shot, right? The lottery. These are shortcuts. I want to change my financial situation. Let me help you with this one. There was a poll done, USA Today, and they polled the American people. It's about 7 years ago. And here was the question. If you were to become financially independent, how would you do it? You know what the number 1 answer was? Win the lottery. That was the number 1 answer in the richest country in the world. The number 2 answer was go to Las Vegas and hit a jackpot. And the third one was a stock tip. Nowhere did it say, get involved with World Global Network and execute 20 people in 30 days. That's how I'm going to become financially independent. Nowhere did it say, join a good network marketing company. Nowhere did it say, take responsibility for my financial situation. Nowhere did it say, look for a way to make a change. Lottery, Vegas, stock tip. Does that tell you something about most people? Well, that's who you're dealing with. But you got to be the first person that is excited about your plan. How many times you guys hear me say, every time I put a helo on someone's wrist, it's like an ATM machine. Bring, right? Get excited about that. Share that with people. That's how you build a business. Okay, now, preparation. What is your level of commitment? Emphasis. Your level, not Jeff's level, not Lisa's level, not Ramasio's level, not Jeremy Roma's level of commitment, yours. What's your level of commitment? You want to go slow? You want to go fast? You want to do the spare time, part-time, or full-time? Doesn't matter. To run these numbers, you don't have to be full-time. Clear your calendar. Yes, sorry, there will have to be sacrifice. If I told you differently, I would be lying to you. Something's got to give. What does that mean, Jeff? Well, maybe I'm not watching my favorite program 6 days a week. There's 2 hours. Maybe I'm missing a soccer game here or a soccer game there. Oh my gosh. Would you make that kind of commitment if you knew it could change your financial situation? But Jeff, I work full time. Well, maybe I have to figure out how to incorporate this. There's going to have to be sacrifice. Oh, there it is. Sacrifice 30 days to really go all in. Don't have to be full time to do this. Negotiate with your family. Let them know you're serious. Remember yesterday's call? You know how you get people's attention? Consistency and your level of commitment. If no one ever sees you go on, there's a big message sent to all the people watching you when you go all in. And even if you go all in and you don't get the results you want to get, there's a newfound respect for you. Hey man, I joined the club. I went all in. I didn't really accomplish my goals my first 30 days. But you know what? I was there every day. So once you go every day, okay, I can make the tweaks necessary to get better results the next 30 days. But the reason we don't want to do this, we don't want to challenge ourselves. I get it. You can't fool me. I know all the head games you all play with yourselves. I know them backwards and forwards because I was that person. Still am. I still challenge myself. I'm not perfect yet. I just understand when I'm doing something that's not productive. I'm aware of it. And then I have to get out of it quickly. I just know how to get out of it quickly because I have a big enough why. Negotiate with your family. Eliminate all distractions. What does that mean? All distractions are equal. All distractions. Okay? You got to stop playing games with yourself. Existing group. If you happen to have an existing group, don't let them distract you. Listen, existing group, we're going on another run. I have my leaders. We're going to be adding 20 more people. Okay, we're here for you, but I need you to handle your business. Okay, because I'm going to put 20 more people. What message does that send to your existing group? Wow, he's working. And if he's working, what should I be doing? See, every 6 months, okay, you should be putting in another 20 people in 30 days. You don't stop. I'm just giving you the head right of how people become multimillionaires. Fresh list of prospects. Okay, Jeff, I don't have a fresh list. You got to create the fresh list. If the desire is there, the how-to always comes. Say that again. If the desire is there, the how-to always comes. It's amazing how you just figure it out. When you really wanted something, think about anything you've ever done in your life. Did you not figure out how to get it? Nothing could hold me back from getting what I really want, ever. If I look at no matter what I wanted, I was focused, I had a desire, and damn it, I was going to get it. Same thing here. Sharpen your inviting skills. How do you do that? Invite. That's how you sharpen them. How do you get better? By doing it, by failing. Did you ever get the book, Failing Forward? Failing forward. Not failing and going backwards, or failing and staying where you are, failing forward. There's no such thing as failure. You have to know this. There's no such thing as failure if you're committed and you're going all in. There isn't. It's impossible to fail if you're trying to execute your plan. So that's how you find your little successes. Okay, now, schedule for success. Uh-oh, here's that word. Schedule your success. Jeff, I'm working. Okay, drive time. Make that productive. Some of you, it's an hour. You know how many calls you can make in an hour? Start time, break time, lunch time, evening hours, weekend hours. I promise you, I could sit down with every single person on this call. I promise you, I could find 20 hours a week where you're doing nothing anyway. I'm just saying is take those same 20 hours and turn it into money-making activities. That's all. I know everybody has 6 to 8 hours a week. Do you know how many calls, you know how many touches we can make 6 to 8 hours a week? There's no doubt about it. So you got to schedule it. I've been training on this for the last week, right? Remember yesterday? How often is your World Global Network business open for operation? Here it is. I'm open, my drive time. From 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., I'm open. My break time. Okay, my lunch time. I'm not eating, I'm having lunch, I'm working. Sacrifice. Would you do this for a period of time to change your financial situation? Now fill your funnel. Fill it. Okay? Contacting, inviting, presenting. 100% of your efforts. Go in. Make friends with your phone. I love my phone. Look at, I love my phone. Love, 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 love. Never leaves my hand. My best friend. Okay? Have your tools ready. 2-minute, 5-minute. Know where to send people. I had a person just get involved. Where do I get this? Where do I get that? I didn't know this. I didn't know that. Okay, no desire. The information's out there. Get it. It's amazing to me. I want to build a multi-million-dollar business. I didn't know this. Take responsibility for your business. One-on-ones, two-on-ones, anytime, anywhere with anybody. Zoom meetings, recorded and live. Then you got your live events. What's a blitz day? A blitz day. Okay, bring in a group of people. You have a group? Have a blitz day. Bring them over to the house. Everybody brings their list. And everybody starts calling. Right? And you're having fun. Maybe have a glass of wine. Put some appetizers out. And you challenge your group of 5 people. Let's make today, during this blitz day, 500 calls. And then hearing each other talk. Doing 3-way calls. Handing the phone to somebody else. Let them talk to your prospect. Have fun. Did blitz days all the time. 3-way calls. Leveraging your plugged-in upline. Leveraging your plugged-in upline. Okay? Don't plug your people in to somebody you know who's not doing anything. You're plugged in upline. And if you're not doing anything and you have no belief, don't take your prospect's call. Or don't take your downline's call. That's another training. I could go off on that forever. In other words, you're sponsored by somebody who just happened to introduce you. Doesn't mean that's the person you're doing the 3-way call with. The person maybe here is the plugged in upline. Does that make sense? Don't have the blind lead the blind. This is key. Social media. Launch webinars. Guys, not everybody qualifies for a launch webinar. I want people that could put 10 to 20 people on a call quickly. But fill your funnel. I'm telling you guys, if you really go through all this, there's no way if you've been on this earth for 30 plus years, you don't have 500 people you could contact. It's just a matter of, did you pre-qualify those people? Okay, then get them started. How do you get them started? Okay, follow up. Big issue. Well, Jeff, the person was on the call yesterday. I'm going to follow up. Well, okay, what was yesterday? Monday? Well, yeah, I'm going to follow up on Friday. No, bad. No, If you're not following up 24 hours after, minimum 24 hours or less, they get cold. I promise you, they get cold. Life sucks them back. You got to follow up quickly. Let them know you're going to follow up and then follow up. Do what you say you're going to do. This sends another message, right? Of this person serious. Yes, I'm serious. This is the biggest thing I've ever seen. You just don't understand it yet. Oh my gosh, he's really serious about this. He's consistent. He does what he says he's going to do. You see all the messages you're sending? But I want to ask you, remember, the only person you can answer to, do you send that message out? My daughter Jenna was doing it every once in a while. And all of a sudden she got serious. And it's amazing when people saw her just doing it consistently for 2 weeks, people start to ask questions. She sent that message. We send out the messages people hear loud and clear, guys. Other exposures, 3-way calls, right? All the different things. Pick your package. Get them started. I don't care where they start. That's a whole nother training. I show people the value, of course. That's not the purpose of this. Because one person just opened up another 500 to you. You guys understand? If you find one person that opens up their contact base, their 500 is yours. You see, you network then through the new person. See, these 20 new recruits are not just 20. These 20 new recruits is averagely 200 people times 20. What is that, 4,000? More than that? I don't know. Not that smart. 4,000 more people to talk to. This is how people go. How do you stay in your warm market forever? I just showed you. I sponsor Michael. Michael just opened up his contact base to me. Now his warm market's mine. And I work that and I work that and I add another person. Conclusion. The most successful network marketing leaders work a 30-day plan. Success, got to remember this, guys. Remember we said you want to go slow or fast? Success loves speed. I promise you a 30-day commitment. First of all, okay, you're going to be proud of yourself. What's that worth the next 30 days? By you going all in, you prove to yourself, no matter what your results were, that you did it and you could do it again. It builds your belief. If you got no results, I have now belief that I went all in and it doesn't make a difference. I'm telling you that. A commitment. And when you stay plugged into a system, right, that has the right environment and you go all in, there's no way you're quitting. No way. Because it feels good. Because we're having fun, are we not? We're a team. Prepare, make a schedule, and follow your 30-day plan. Prepare. How do I prepare? It's not preparing for 6 months. It's like, you know what? What do I really want? After this call, just stop for just 5 minutes and go, why am I really doing this? And just start writing down reasons. Right? You have your vision boards. I got all that. Why am I doing this? And if I'm going to really do it, let's do it. Let's commit. I'd rather have tried and failed than never have tried. Would you all agree with that? Let's go in. So that's the conclusion, guys. It's 7:53. Okay, I went fast on that, but this has been recorded. It'll be on Giamalva Global, my YouTube account. And look forward to seeing everybody. Get your tickets to whatever event you're going to come to, okay, around the country. And I'll see you tomorrow morning and on tonight's call at 6 o'clock. Thanks, guys.